Hey everybody, Taylor Lomprez here with Homes by TLC at Keller Realty. Today on TLC Talks, we are talking with Chris Minnick of Floor Coverings International. So Chris, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Talk to us a little bit about yourself, your company. Let's start there first.
Okay, so Floor Coverings International is the 7th largest flooring company in the United States and the highest rating with an average Google of 4.9.
Nice.
What makes Floor Coverings International unique is that we have a mobile showroom. And bringing the mobile showroom allows us and allows our clients to be able to see the products in their home with their lighting, with their paint colors, with their furniture, etc.
Okay.
So
sorry to cut you off.
Concept.
Pause there.
Okay.
Okay, did you guys all hear that? So you bring your van with all this stuff that we're going to talk about today in there. So you can meet me at my house.
That's right.
Practice flooring, carpet, tile, whatever that be.
That's right, absolutely. Versus going to a showroom, right? And bringing in some small swatches or samples and whatnot, going back, okay, that didn't work, then you got to go back to the store.
Cool.
So we just go back out to our van, bring in new stuff. We use a lot of room visualizers. Technology is amazing. So if you like a certain product, we can take a picture and you can see what it will look like. That's when our clients really get excited.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
Okay. And you brought a ton of stuff today. So where do you want to start?
I did. Well, let's kind of talk about the process. We get that a lot.
Yes.
You know, we'll go in on a consultation and someone really doesn't know how long is this going to take.
Exactly.
Is it 2 weeks? You know, most of the time it can be anywhere from 2 to 4 days is our average. And it really depends upon what are we removing.
Okay.
So if we're taking carpet out, that's easy. If we're removing a glued down hardwood, that takes a couple days.
Okay.
The second part of the process, which can take some time, is floor leveling.
Okay.
Here in the low country and everywhere, there's a lot of moisture. You got to make sure that you're taking the right steps to prepare the floors properly. And we take that very, very seriously. Unfortunately, about 10% of the work that we do here at Floor Coverings is repair of bad installation.
Okay.
Anyway, we take that very seriously. We educate our clients and we talk about that. So I would say it takes probably about 2 to 4 days on average.
Okay.
And
it's not the install that takes so long. It's what do you have currently? Let's get that out.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. And that's really the part, the preparation. And then the floor installation itself goes relatively quick.
Cool.
And then certainly, finishing touches, and we're going to talk a little bit about trim and making sure that looks really nice. And then certainly cleaning up after everything, mopping a floor, making sure that it's all pretty. We'll usually bring in a cleaning crew afterwards just to make sure that the home is restored to what it is. So people are excited about their new floor. The last thing they want to do is spend 2 days cleaning. So we take care of that for them.
That's wonderful. So start to finish. One of the questions that I hear a lot is because in our area, a lot of Hilton Head was built in 77, to 85, around there. There's a ton of tile.
Yes.
Right, those 12 by 12 tiles or whatever those are, the white ones. Can you put flooring over those?
You can.
Okay.
And we do it often.
Okay.
Sometimes we have to think about things like, do you have tile and carpet? Do you have tile and hardwood? How many different surfaces do you have? What is the height difference? And that's really the consultation. That's why when we're in there looking at it, we can talk and be like, Taylor, we would recommend here in this tiny section, remove the tile.
Okay.
Because you'll have a nice smooth transition.
Yeah.
So our installers are experts at dealing with different floor heights. They can manage that, but certainly that's what we talk about during the consultation is, hey, this is what we would recommend.
At their own home, because you're a mobile showroom.
Home. That's right. That's right.
Love it.
But there's one thing we cannot do.
Okay.
Is you cannot install LVP, which is really popular, over hardwood. And the reason you can't do that is hardwood is a natural product. It has moisture and it will rot.
Oh, okay.
So there are some people that will take some shortcuts. They'll put it right over the wood and be like, sure, we do this all the time. And about 6 to 9 months later, you'll be like, my floor is getting squishy. Why? And that's the floor rotting underneath.
Good to know.
Yes, for sure.
Okay. So hardwood definitely take up no matter what you're putting on top of it.
That's right.
If you have to pull it
That's
out.
right.
Okay.
That's right.
Let's talk about the difference in LVT and LVP.
Okay.
Because I get that question all the time too.
Yes.
They don't want pure tile, but they also want a luxury product. So which one should they choose? Why?
Right. Okay. So I brought a board here with me. So let me pull this one here. So this is what we would call a traditional luxury vinyl plank. This is 7 inches wide by 48. You can see that this is the locking mechanism that runs along the board. This is a Cortec product. So this is cork backing, naturally water resistant, excellent product. But this is a plank. So this is LVP and the P for plank.
Okay.
LVT There's a lot of people that love the look of tile. And yet, tile can be expensive, right? Installation, buying it and installing it. So this is luxury vinyl tile. And this comes in a 12 by 24. You get great visual, waterproof, has a rubber backing on it, and it installs just like luxury vinyl plank. So It is a terrific product, very, very nice. We'll do this in rental homes. Any homes right on the beach, we'll do this. So
does it snap in instead of a grout?
It does.
Okay.
It does the same. And it'll be very, very tight seam and whatnot. So we call that a micro bevel.
Okay.
So it'll be really, really nice. So very, very popular. But that's the difference between LVT and LVP.
Luxury vinyl tile.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
And then what do I have in front of me?
So we're seeing a lot of, certainly coastal colors are very, very popular. This is a Cortec product, and the color is called Aurora Oak.
Okay.
Really, really nice color. Subtle, goes with a lot.
Yeah.
Very coastal kind of feel for it. One of the things I do want to point out about this is the bevel. And you can see that this is called an enhanced bevel, and it really gives the plank a distinction. Really is a grand look, and very, very nice. This comes in a 7 by 48, and Cortec makes one in a 9 by 72. So if you have a really big room, you could do a 9 by 72 plank. It looks very, very grand. But this is one of the more popular colors that we have right now in that coastal.
Nice. And these are, just to clarify, these are your color boards. It's not like you're going to have a bunch of blocks of these. We still have the planks that you were talking about.
That's right.
This is just a color board to show everybody the colors. And then you brought another one for a color variation example, right?
Yeah. So sometimes we have, and we'll go on consultation, and we'll be like, hey, what kind of colors are you interested in? And they're like, I have no idea.
Right.
And so this is where the library board kind of comes in. So this would have like a main color. So this is in our Solano 5 line, and then this is Red River Hickory. But we would just turn this over, and as you can see, there are 10 different swatches that are on here. And someone instantly looks and says, oh, I like that one, or oh, I don't like that one.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, just be honest, what do you like, what don't you like, and we'll kind of steer you from there. Cortec has 256 different colors. There's going to be something that you love, for sure. And then this is where we would really kind of then focus on the room visualizers. So we would take a picture of your home, and let's just say that you love the Brockport oak. We take a picture, we show you what it looks like, and you can see that they've put the illustrations here in pictures, but nothing like seeing it in your home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Cool. Okay.
All
So,
right.
and those are called visual boards.
Yes.
Got it. And then let's go on that pile. What's that?
So this is a couple hardwood. We do engineered hardwood here in the Low Country. It's possible to do solid hardwood down here, but there's some extra precautions that you need to take, and you cannot install it on a slab. So engineered, so you can do it on an elevated subfloor.
Yes.
Some people are like, hey, I really want a solid hardwood.
Yeah.
This is what I want, but we do.
And he brings up you can't do it on a slab because a lot of our homes in the Low Country in certain developments are on slabs consistently. The whole community could be on a slab. So we're looking at a crawl space or an elevated, maybe closer to the island, things like that. Okay,
That's right.
Got it.
That's right. And people are very comfortable with, here in the Low Country, they're comfortable with this engineered product. And it is wood. It is real wood.
Right.
It's just a wood veneer.
Okay.
So the veneer sits on top, and this is actually striated plywood that's underneath. And it has just the mechanism, too, where you kind of put the boards together. Beautiful look. A lot of questions we get is, can I refinish this? Can you sand it? And it's all dependent upon the veneer thickness. So usually 4 to 6 millimeters thick, you can do that. But oftentimes people will say, hey, I really want to sand it. You're going to want to change it out. You're going to want to get new floors and whatnot. So
makes sense.
The question comes up, but certainly people don't do it a ton.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, that's some nice art, and I brought in a couple colors that are really, really
cool. Okay.
nice and trending. You can see those coastal things.
Yeah, and those are engineered hardwood.
Engineered hardwood.
Okay.
That's right.
Let's talk quarter round.
So we saw this at the Lighthouse Awards last summer. A lot of builders and a lot of trend are going toward a cleaner look, maybe a little more contemporary look, if you will, with some of the moldings that you would see at your baseboard.
Yes.
So they
Let's
get new floors
define
installed.
quarter round real quick so
Yes.
that they even know where we are on the floor.
Sure. So quarter round, just think about a circle and just think about a quarter pie that cuts out. And that is just a finishing trim that goes up against your existing baseboard.
Okay.
When you install new flooring, you know, you're going to have a few gaps and things. And so the quarter round serves as a decorative piece, but it also kind of hides those gaps, expansion gaps.
Nice.
So quarter round is probably 85-90% of what we do, but we're seeing a growing trend and a request for kind of a squared look.
Oh.
And so you can do that. I brought a 1x2 and a 1x3, and if you had like a 6-inch board, so just imagine, you know, I don't have the visual with me, but just imagine a 6-foot board, and then this kind of sits in there. So that's a nice tall look, that 1x3. Some people would like, hey, I just want a 1x2.
So the trim would be here.
The trim,
when you say
trim.
board.
And this, you know, it's kind of, it would look like this.
Nice.
And so it kind
Okay.
of gives it that squared
Yes.
look versus a round. So it's,
Interesting.
you know, it's personal preference,
Yeah.
but we see a lot more, you know, people kind of leaning towards
Yep.
this.
Yep. All right. Lots of floors. That we haven't talked carpet yet.
Okay.
So let's talk. What if I have pets? Because honestly, 90% of us have pets, right?
Yes.
So what carpet is best for pets?
So we feature Shaw carpet.
Yeah.
They're one of the largest manufacturers. They're in Dalton, Georgia.
Okay.
They have a line called Pet Perfect, which
Okay.
is terrific, and I brought a
Yeah,
sample board
please
with
do.
me here. I'll kind of show you that. So this is in a high performance polyester, really soft, very nice. This comes in 3 different thicknesses, and you can see there's different colors. But you know, you kind of go ahead and put your fingers in there.
Yeah, I know.
So
I
it's
love
kinda
it. I just
nice,
did.
right? Okay. So this has the Pet Perfect, and I'm going to show you on the back. It's a blue back. So 95% of the homes that we go into,
Yeah.
there's a pet, right?
Okay.
Typically a dog, maybe a cat or whatnot. And people always say, I love carpet, but I worry about the stains.
Right.
Carpet has come a long way.
Okay.
This is equipped with R2X stain resistance. So literally the stain cannot get into the carpet fiber because it's treated with R2X. So it's terrific. So easy. So carpet or coffee, anything that you might spill on it, very easy to clean it.
Okay.
Then what happens if the pet has an accident? Will
Yeah.
it go through to the pad? Right? It will not. This blue back prevents any liquid from going into the pad. So we clean it on the surface sometimes, but if you don't have this, it goes into the pad. The dog can smell that. A new dog comes in, you know where it goes. So Shaw is very, very good. They know their market. They know that, you know, homeowners have pets and they love carpet, but they want to make sure that they can clean it and it'll last a long time. And that's where the Pet Perfect comes in. So
Wow.
great product, comes in all kinds of different colors. And this is just one of the many styles. So really, really nice. Very soft.
Yeah.
I love carpet.
I love carpet so
Yeah.
much. People hate to put it in their living rooms or, you know, any of their main
I know.
rooms, but
You know
I
what
love
we'll
it.
always say is someone will come in and be like, hey, I want to take out the carpet in my primary.
Yeah.
But, you know, they have a hard surface. Hard surface is beautiful, but it can be a little uncomfortable. And in your bedroom, typically, if you don't have, you know, house shoes or slippers or whatnot, you're barefoot.
Yeah.
And we'll always say, carpet in your primary or carpet in your bedrooms and whatnot, in your closet and things like that, and maybe hard surface in your main living
Right.
areas. So, and people are responding to that. We're actually, this is a high performance polyester. We're selling a lot of Berber too.
Really?
Berber's, yeah, it's just it's a clean look, right? It's
Okay.
that low pile kind of people like that. So, but very popular. Probably about 50% of what we're selling is Berber.
Wow. Okay. Good to
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Thinking about you doing the carpet in my bedroom, I have a lot of furniture in there. So what do you guys do for furniture? Do I need to move it before you get there?
We'll take care of it all. We got young, strong
Really?
guys that will move that product out for you. They'll move the furniture out. Carpet, all the furniture has to come out for us
Okay,
to be able to
yeah,
do that.
right.
When we're doing a hard surface, you can move it from one spot to the next.
Okay.
But yep, all included.
Wow.
Furniture move. You take care of the small stuff. We do the big
Yeah.
stuff.
Wow. Incredible. And you have one more product, right? So,
Yes.
oh gosh, sorry. Let's talk about these.
What a pretty blue, right?
Yes.
Yes. So we do a lot of tile. We do certainly shower tile, floor tile, and we do backsplash. And people love, subway tile is certainly still popular, but this is kind of a twist on that. So you can see this, instead of the white with the black, you
Yeah.
just have a softer color, and you can do a matching grout line.
Very pretty.
What we would pair this with is a grout called Rain. Very, very subtle. It softens it, and we typically would do a 1/3 offset,
Okay.
and it gives a really nice pattern on the back, so it comes out really, really pretty.
Very pretty.
Yeah, very nice.
Cool. All right. Anything else to add that I missed? I asked you tons of questions, but
we talked a lot of flooring.
Yes.
I think we covered everything.
All right, so someone wants to work with you, Floor Coverings International. Where do they begin? How do they make an appointment?
Website is always going to be the best, right?
Okay.
So if they go to floorcoveringsinternational.com, they'll see us. There's an opportunity for you to schedule an appointment right there. You can kind of click and do it all on the website.
Wonderful.
Or give us a call.
Yep.
We'd be happy to schedule with you. Again, it's a very low pressure, high consultation. We are very passionate about what we do at Floor Coverings. We love to see a transformative product from what it used to look like to what it is. We want you to love your floors. Definitely encourage you to read our reviews.
Okay.
I think one of the things that also makes us unique is that we offer project management. So our project coordinator, Katie, is there to kick off the job. She'll send you pictures. She does a final walkthrough video. You hire us to manage the product or the project for you. And so we are there for it start to finish. Any issues that pop up, we address it. So,
super helpful.
Yep.
I love me a good Katie.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Well, if y'all have questions, you know that you can reach out to me, obviously, but Chris here as well. Go to his website, check him out. I've personally used his company before, and I love everything about my house. So thank you very much. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you later.